So you talked a little bit about riders. Let's talk about long-term care and chronic illness riders.
Yeah, so this has been a recent development over the last 5 to 7 years in the insurance industry, where a lot of the insurance carriers are getting out of the traditional long-term care marketplace. They're not manufacturing or selling traditional long-term care insurance, but instead what they're doing is they're adding a rider to the life insurance policy that says you as the policy owner, you can take in advance of the death benefit to pay for future healthcare related expenses. What's interesting is the definition and contract provisions with some of these riders. So if it's a true long-term care rider, you're going to be able to take in advance of the death benefit if those, what they call 2 out of 6 activities of daily living. If you lose 2 out of 6 activities of daily living, you can take in advance of the death benefit if it's a permanent or temporary loss. Where if it's a chronic illness rider, it has to be a permanent loss of 2 out of your 6 activities of daily living. Those 2 out of 6 activities of daily living are the general standpoint for most insurance companies for an acceleration of that benefit. And they are being able to bathe yourself, dress yourself, feed yourself, transferring yourself in and out of a chair, in and out of a car, in and out of a bed. It's the continence process or the cognitive thought process. If you lose 2 out of your 6, you can accelerate those benefits. But what people aren't thinking about is, well, if I have a stroke and the doctor says maybe I'm going to be fine in 180 days or 365 days, but yet I need to go to an assisted living facility or rehabilitation facility for my care. If you have that chronic illness rider, well, that's not a permanent loss. They're going to deny your claim. Where if you have a rider that pays out on a permanent or partial loss of 2 out of your 6 activities of daily living, they would pay the claim because it's a true long-term care rider, not a chronic illness rider.